rent or anything like that.
So I'm guessing this is about a Range Rover trade appraisal. Have we looked at it already? Have we?
No, because Steven sent it. I haven't pulled it up. I told her to look at it this morning. Pull the bill sheet to make sure we didn't miss anything, because according to her,
She did a driveway appraisal, is that what it is?
according to her local dealer, she goes, it's kind of irrelevant in some ways, Don, because they don't have a car I want.
Right.
You have a car I want. I said, what's incoming? It's not here yet, but it should be here soon. She's very serious. Owns this outright. They gave her 102. We're like 10K away, according to her.
You're saying that store gave her 102? Mm-hmm. Well, that's not the number that I'm seeing here.
What are you seeing? 95 something, right? She said, I think.
I'm not sure what she got, but I see 1025.
Oh, really?
But that's if the car is perfect.
Right.
Which it has 15,650 miles. So is she on an original set of tires, or has she replaced those? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the other thing. Her car is goldish silver, which is...
It's not a great color.
It's a beautiful paint, but it's just not one that has a ton of value on the resale market, right? Most people are looking for black, white, gray.
The Toomey Gold.
Right, so let's see if I can pull...
And it's a nice build. It was 148K.
There's also no options selected in here.
Well, that's what I told her. I said, with driveway appraisals, I said, let me dig into it, because most people miss, and I was on the phone with her, I said, make sure you detail the car exactly, and which most people don't, because they don't have the build sheet. They don't really have a clue.
Right. So let's go through and do this for her, because my guess is that you missed at least a few things.
She could have went back in, because I'm sure she said 90. It was showing 95 on her end. That's weird.
Well, this is why I don't want to do the driveway appraisals, is because I believe that the number holds back a bit. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So if I leave the paint as gold, it's 98,550, but that's before we do any of the packages here. So I just want to double check to see if it has anything that the system likes. So it doesn't have, it's got 21-inch wheels, which doesn't love that. It prefers the 22s or 23s. But it's pretty, I mean, it's got about 20K worth of options. So I'm sure there's something in here. Hot climate pack, it does have that.
Premium upgrade interior pack.
Let's see, does it have power side steps? That's another one that it likes.
I'm looking at the build sheet. I
Don't see that.
it.
It does have heated and cooled front and rear seats.
Massage feature. It's a 24-way heating and cooled massage. And heated and ventilated rear seats. 2K option.
It does have the premium interior. We got that. Does it have side steps at all? I don't think it does.
It doesn't list them here. No, I know sometimes.
Well, in the pictures, there's no running boards, so they would have had to be power.
You would still see them probably.
Right.
Under there.
Equestrian. So the other ones it's asking about is equestrian pack and rear DVD. It doesn't look like she's got rear DVD, and I don't see the equestrian pack, which sounds fancy. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, what would be an equestrian pack for horses? That's interesting.
Right? Does it come with like a saddle holster? Or?
Ebony Morsine headliner, configurable programs, gloss black veneer, park assist, gloss black veneer.
So the big thing then becomes the tires.
Which she did tell me last night. Something here. She called me. And see, I'm gonna call her right now. Oh. All right, give me a few minutes here, get to the bottom of it, and I will ring you right back. Thanks again. Bye.
So the number that was originally in there was 98,050. We pick up about, it's actually about an even, so if she's got original tires, they're 100% going to need to be replaced, right? You're not going to get, they're not like at a dangerous level, but they're going to have probably 30-40% tread left. Because those big 21-inch wheels on a car that heavy, you're not getting more than 20 to 25,000 miles, right? So it's a situation where we wouldn't necessarily have to, she wouldn't have to replace them to drive the car, but we can't resell it with original tires. I just know that they're going to get quoted. So what we pick up in equipment, we give right back in tires.
There's going to be a 98 still.
So we're at 98,550 on the car, which this is just one of those cars where the MMR is a very elevated number and really hasn't adjusted to what's actually happening in the retail market. For example, MMR, Manheim shows 112 grand. The median price of these is 112 grand. And actually within 500 miles of here, it's 111. So I think that the market has shifted pretty quickly on these, and the auction hasn't necessarily reflected that yet. And again, this is a color that is just going to have a much more limited pool of buyers, right? That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the color, it just is.
It's not an ideal color, but we've sold them before. It's not a...
Well, the Rover market specifically has turned very quickly, and we have not done well with almost any of the Rovers that we've gotten in on trade. But we do have, like, the perfect car for her. She literally, I mean, the Indium Grey one is the car.
I know. And again, the 102 that they're showing her is irrelevant because they don't have a car for her. She goes, they said I could order one, it would be like 5 months. She goes, I don't want to wait. I want a car now. So.
Well, the 102 number to me is a V-Auto appraiser that's looking at Mannheim and looking at the retail market and is like, I don't know, 10 back of retail. That seems like a good number for me, but they're not really, that is a lazy appraisal, so to speak. So these are the moments when we sometimes really helps us in the sense that it will tell us about a car that's much hotter than the market would indicate that it is, and other times it can hurt us if a car is actually doing a lot worse and other dealers don't know that and then they overappraise it.
I mean, we're not talking about a ton of money here.
But she does still get a tax credit, and we're not going to charge her over MSRP or any add-ons or anything like that, right? I don't know what the New York dealer was going to do, but...
Yes, I'll input it in Fuse and at least highlight the tax credit because it might be. I'm sure she's aware of that, but.
Perfect. Yeah, and I get it. Not, some people are like, hey, don't use the tax credit as a tactic to try to use my trade value. It's like not really what it is.
No. Because
the trade number we give you is what it is. It's just letting you know, hey, in case you weren't thinking about it.
It's one of those cases though, you got 102 stuck in their head.
Exactly.
Car that's 23 with 15,000 miles. I'm sure it's a nice car, but.
Here's the thing. I'm only hitting it I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 because she did a driveway appraisal. It's not letting me do the full normal conditional disclosure. So they have the slide bar of like scale. So I put it down to a 4, which is minus $1,500. Which frankly, those tires are probably going to be more like $2,000 to replace, and she knows that. I'm sure she's getting quoted right now if the car's in for service for a recall.
Possibility.
All right. So look, just
$3,400, so it shouldn't be a big deal. It is what it is.
You get the G-Wagon of your dreams, right?
We have the G-Wagon, so I'll talk with her.
And just make sure she knows there's no extracurriculars on this price, right? We're not going to play any games with you. And I'm not saying that dealer would, but a lot of dealers will, even on the 550s, they'll have some contingencies, like your protection package that you've got to buy, or
sure,
who knows.
That's a trade coming in from another dealer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably going to be here. My hope is Monday or Tuesday, but if it showed up the day after Christmas, I wouldn't be surprised. So.
Okay, figured out.